Dress like you mean business. The visual power code of the modern prince. The Rubini Method. They tell you to work hard, to read more, to be kind, to stay humble, to build character and develop skills. And they're right. But what they don't tell you is that none of that matters if the world doesn't see it. Because in this world, perception shapes reality. And the man who controls his appearance controls how others respond to his intelligence, his energy, his ambition. It's not about pretending. It's about aligning how you present yourself with the level of respect you expect, with the outcomes you want, with the power you carry inside. This is not vanity. This is not narcissism. This is visual power. And visual power begins with what you wear, not the price tag, not the brand, not the trend, but the intention behind every stitch. Because clothing is not just fabric. It's a signal, a symbol, a weapon, a message. Every suit, every shoe, every button, every fold tells the world who you believe you are and how you expect to be treated. That's why we built the Rubini Method, a philosophy, a discipline, a strategy for the modern man who refuses to be ordinary. We created this not for followers, but for men who lead, men who design their life, men who walk with clarity, speak with precision, and dress like they already belong where others are still asking for permission. This is not about dressing up. It's about ascending. This is for the man who doesn't just walk into a room. He reshapes it. For the man who doesn't raise his voice because he doesn't have to. For the man who no longer explains himself because his presence already did. This is the visual power code of the modern prince. And now, we begin. Before you speak, the world has already judged you. Before you introduce yourself, before you open your mouth, before you extend your hand, they've looked, they've measured, they've placed you, not based on your voice, not based on your ideas, not based on your resume, but based on what they see, your posture, your clothing, your presence. We are visual creatures in a visual world. We respond first to the eyes, long before we let the ears or the heart participate. You may have the sharpest mind in the room, but if you dress like you doubt yourself, they will too. That's not shallow, that's human, and the wise man doesn't resent it. He uses it, because if they're going to judge you anyway, give them something powerful to judge. Before you speak, your appearance has already written the first line of your story. So, what story are you telling? What does your jacket say about your precision? What does your collar say about your standards? What do your shoes whisper about how seriously you take yourself? Do you dress like a man who expects to be obeyed, or one who's still asking permission? Most men dress to survive the day. A few dress to conquer it. Which are you? This is not fashion. This is not vanity. This is not trend. This is strategy. This is architecture. This is advantage. This is the Rubini Method. First impressions are not shallow. They are structural. They are not opinions. They are systems. And the system is always running. Every room, every encounter, every day. You step into a restaurant, a meeting, an elevator, a negotiation, and the moment you arrive, the system asks, who is he? Is he credible, valuable, disciplined, respected, or just another one? Another man in the background, another voice no one remembers, another shadow, looking for light. That judgment happens in less than 7 seconds. You don't get to opt out. You only get to choose what image they judge. And the most powerful men in history have always understood one thing. Clothing is not self-expression. Clothing is self-positioning. It is language. It says, I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. And I don't need your permission. The Rubini man doesn't wear clothing. He wears conviction. He doesn't beg to be seen. He moves like he's already been chosen. A man in a Rubini suit doesn't walk into the room asking for attention. He walks in and receives silence. He walks in, and the atmosphere recalibrates. People shift. They look. They listen. He doesn't impress them. He reminds them. He doesn't wear decoration. He wears discipline. Confidence begins in the mirror, but it's sealed by presence. Two men, same intelligence, same resume, same tone of voice. One walks in wearing a hoodie, sneakers, and distressed jeans. The other wears a navy wool suit, open collar, clean pockets square, polished loafers, eyes steady, movements slow. Who gets greeted first? Who's asked for his opinion? Who walks out with a deal? who walks out with her number. It's not the clothes, it's what the clothes allow, because discipline is visible, elegance is felt, and presence doesn't explain itself. We live in a world that rewards control. Control of posture, control of time, control of taste, and your appearance tells the world whether you're a man who has control or still chasing it. No amount of money replaces clarity. No brand can substitute for conviction. True elegance is not loud. It is precise. And at Rubini, we do not build outfits. We engineer presence. We don't chase fashion. We reject clutter. We eliminate trend. We master silhouette. Crisp lines, natural shoulders, subtle movement, deliberate fabrics, wool, cotton, linen, leather, glass, steel. Your wardrobe is not for expression. It is your visual infrastructure, your architecture, your code. Michael, 29, startup founder, brilliant, but overlooked. He walked into investor meetings in tech uniforms, hoodies, sneakers, irony. He thought intelligence was enough. It wasn't. They smiled, they listened, they said, "We'll let you know." We rebuilt him. Charcoal suit, narrow lapel, open white shirt, suede boots, quiet watch. He didn't speak louder. He stood taller. He didn't say more. He said less, but with presence. He walked into the same boardroom, and this time, they stood when he entered. They asked fewer questions. They nodded before he finished. He walked out funded. That's the Rubini shift. You don't need more clothes. You need the right ones. 3 suits, 5 shirts, 3 pairs of shoes, 1 coat, 1 scent, 1 identity. Build it. Curate it. Wear it. Like your future depends on it. Because it does. Elegance is not cost. It is clarity. Style is not noise. It is silence, held with tension. Power is not explained. It is assumed. When you wear precision, they give you space. They give you time. They give you the benefit of the doubt. Because your clothing has already proven you earned it. Luca, preparing for politics, smart, articulate, invisible. We remove the fluff. Midnight blazer, bone shirt, no tie, bare wrist, clean lines. He moved slower, spoke softer, stood still, and the room bent toward him. Because real presence doesn't chase anything. It pulls everything closer. So now I ask you, when you get dressed tomorrow, are you dressing to be seen or to be respected? Are you dressing to survive or to lead? Are you dressing for the world or for the man you're becoming? Walk like your name is already known. Speak like you've got nothing to prove. Dress like your future is watching. This is not luxury. This is leverage. This is not style. This is strategy. This is not fashion. This is the Rubini Method. Welcome to your elevation.